everyone, welcome back to my astrology channel. So today I want to talk about the full moon in Libra on the 12th of April 2025. So this is going to be the culmination point for the last 6 months of energy that started with the new moon in Libra last year. Now the phase of this full moon occurs at 23 degrees 20 minutes Libra. So the sun and moon are in opposition. Sun is in Aries and moon is in Libra, forming an opposition, thus full moon situation. So if you have planets or angles, especially personal planets in a cardinal sign, since Libra is a cardinal sign. So in Aries, Libra, Cancer, or Capricorn, within these like 5 to 6 degrees before and after 23 degrees, then you will feel the effect of this full moon a bit more personally, a bit more significantly. And it occurs on the 12th of April. Now, the ruler of this full moon is Venus. Venus rules Libra, and Venus has been moving in a retrograde motion since the beginning of March 2025. But during the full moon, it's in direct motion. So that is really good for this full moon energy. Now, full moon is a time of culmination. It's a time of revelation, realization, awareness, understanding, epiphany, clarity, just general overall clarity. That's what the full moon energy is all about. So with this Libra full moon, with the moon in Libra and sun in Aries, the relationship axis is activated. Now Aries is all about identity, about sense of self, and Libra is relationship, partnership, others. They're more others oriented. So that's where the balance is needed. Now full moon is a time of fruition. So things are coming to a close, cycles are ending. So we have this renewed energy, more knowledge, more understanding to move things forward and to end this 6 month cycle. Now, obviously, whatever shifted during the new moon in Libra last year is coming to a kind of a close. So it's a time to strike a balance basically between what you need on a personal level, which is Aries energy, and what you need in a relational situation, which is Libra energy. So we are finding a balance. We are trying to harmonize both the sides of the scale here. Now, Libra in essence is all about harmony, equality, justice. Now, Libra in essence is the seventh house energy. So it's all about social interaction. It's about finding a balance or finding a sense of self through others. That's a Libra energy. It's a mirroring energy. And it's about finding harmony. It's about diplomacy. It's about justice. It's about seeking peaceful resolution, basically. Libra energy is about that. So with this full moon energy, we are seeking that resolution within ourselves, that peaceful resolution within ourselves, because if we are not peaceful within ourselves, we cannot expect that outcome externally. So this full moon kind of brings that energy to a fruition, to the forefront. It reveals, it draws in to have these realizations as well in order to basically move forward and resolve any stuck energy. Now, the only planet making a challenging aspect to this Libra full moon is Mars. And Mars is in Cancer sign during this time. Now, Mars moved in the sign of Cancer in September 2024. So it has been in the sign of Cancer for extended period of time because of its retrograde motion. And in the month of April is going to move out of the sign of Cancer. But during this full moon on the 12th of April, Mars in Cancer makes a square aspect with the full moon. So the sun and the moon and Mars is squaring it. So now Mars is our energy level. It's how we take action, how we go after things. So with the Mars squaring the sun and the moon, this full moon energy, there can be a lot of intensity, anxiety surrounding the revelations, realization, and awareness that comes about due to this full moon. So definitely there will be a sort of an impulsive tone to these realizations, these revelations, these culminations during this time. So it's very important to find a balance and not ignore one side or the other, because then it can backfire. So I will discuss all the 12 zodiac signs and how the Libra full moon is going to affect each of the 12 zodiac signs. So let's begin. Hello Aries, welcome to your Libra full moon reading. Now Aries, the Libra full moon occurs on the 12th of April in your 7th house. Sun will be in your sign in your 1st house and moon is in your 7th house.
That's where your Libra sign is. So your first house and seventh house axis is illuminated during this time. Now, Aries, whatever shifted in October 2024 with the solar eclipse in Libra, the new moon solar eclipse in Libra, will kind of come to a culmination, or will come to a realization or revelation or understanding, some sort of clarity with this full moon. Now, it is in your seventh house. So your relationship and partnership matters is in focus with this full moon. So something comes to light regarding how you see relationships, how you see partnership, how you interact with others, your perspective of other people. So how you see other people's viewpoint, how you engage with other people. Something around that is going to come to a realization, comes to a clarity basically. So either if you are too giving in a relationship or you are too extracting in a relationship, you will see the truth around this time with where partnership is concerned. And something must have shifted in October with that solar eclipse in Libra. All that is coming to a culmination. So whatever perspective that you had of yourself and relationship in the last 6 months is coming to a kind of an end, kind of an understanding, clarity. Something is being revealed, something is being clarified around relationship matters. Now, seventh house is a house of committed partnership as well. So it can be personal relationship, spousal relationship, romantic relationship. It can also be business relationship, business partnership, and all that. Now, the ruler of this full moon in Libra is Venus, and Venus is in your 12th house during the full moon in a direct motion, because last 6 weeks Venus was moving in a retrograde motion. So you will feel this positive forward moving energy of Venus in your 12th house. So 12th house is a house of rest and rejuvenation and all that. So this is a good time to really look after yourself, maybe take a break, treat yourself, take it slowly. And if you won't need to withdraw from social situation, this is a great time to do that. Now, Mars is the only planet that's squaring or making an aspect, challenging aspect to this full moon. And Mars is in the sign of Cancer during this time, which is your 4th house, Aries. Especially in the last 6 months, Aries, if there was any sort of anxiety or impulsivity or conflicts around home and family situation, that may have clashed with your sense of self, or how you see relationship and all that. So all that is coming to a close or coming to some sort of realization, revelation, and that will help you move forward with this full moon in Libra, Aries. Thank you. Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your Libra full moon reading. Now, Taurus, the Libra full moon occurs on the 12th of April in your 6th house. Sun will be in your 12th house in the sign of Aries, and Moon will be in the 6th house in the sign of Libra. So your 12th and 6th house axis is illuminated during this time with special focus in your 6th house. Now, 6th house is a house of your daily life, your daily activities, your work, your health matters, your habits, and all that. And with this Libra full moon, something will come to end or culmination or understanding or realization or revelation around your 6th house matter. Now, whatever shifted with the new moon in Libra in October 2024, with the solar eclipse new moon in Libra on the 2nd of October 2024, that energy is coming to a close. The 6-month cycle, whatever shifted during that time, is kind of coming to either realization or understanding or clarity. Something will become clear around your daily life, Taurus, or your work condition, your work life, your colleagues, your working condition, your environment. If you're working too hard, or you're doing overtime, or if you're not getting on with your colleagues, or the environment is not conducive to your health, it's not healthy, it's toxic. Something around that is coming to either an end or a realization, and you will see your goals, work goals, habits, daily goals, health goals, whatever that is, you will see them clearly. So any work related or health related matters is coming to an understanding with this full moon in your 6th house. Now, Venus, the ruler of this full moon in Libra, goes direct during this full moon. Now, last 6 weeks, Venus has been moving in a retrograde motion. So the energy of Venus was not fully realized. But with this direct motion of Venus in your 11th house, is going to help you. Now, 11th house is the house of your social circle, it's the house of your long-term plans and all that. So this full moon is going to give you clarity around your social situation, your friend circle, your aspirations, your goals and all that. And all that will be and you will be able to kind of balance it all that with your sixth house energy, which is your daily life, your work and health matters. Now, Taurus, Mars is the only planet that is making a challenging aspect to this full moon, and Mars is in Cancer, which is your third house, Taurus. So Mars here with the third house energy and full moon in the sixth house, there may be potential challenges in communication, and that can make it difficult to maintain healthy work-life balance. Now, Mars moved in the sign of Cancer in September 2024, so there might have been some sort of, conflict or challenges around the way you communicate, especially in your work environment or your daily life, all that, or with your friend circle as well. So that is going to be released with this full moon, or will come to an understanding or clarity, and that will help you, use these challenges as opportunity of growth going forward, and have those healthy communications or better understanding of how to deal with situations, especially around your daily life, Taurus. Thank you. Hello Geminis, welcome to your full moon in Libra reading. Now Geminis, the full moon in Libra occurs on the 12th of April and it will be in your fifth house. Now Libra is an air sign, you're an air sign, so you're one of the three signs that will experience the positive effect of this full moon. Now full moon is a time of culmination, Geminis. It's a time of revelation and realization. So something will be clear during this full moon. Now the Libra new moon, the Libra solar eclipse that occurred on the 2nd of October 2024, whatever shifted around that time is coming to a culmination. So the 6-month cycle of this Libra Aries axis is coming to an end, is coming to a realization. Now fifth house is where your Libra sign is, that's where the moon is, and sun is in the 11th house, that's where your Aries sign is. So the 5th and 11th house axis is at the forefront with this full moon. Now fifth house is a heart-centered house. It's related to activities around your self-expression, your creativity, your investments, pleasure. It's a pleasure-seeking house. It's a house of taking risk. It's a house of your children. So here with this full moon, there is sort of an upgrade where your sense of self is concerned, where leading from the heart is concerned. So something around your creativity, your children, investment, or your love life is going to come to a realization or revelation, will come to some sort of clarity. Now Venus is direct during this full moon. It was moving in a retrograde motion, but during this full moon, it's in a direct motion. Now, Venus is in your 10th house. So this is good for career moves. This is good for financial recovery. This is good for pay increment as well. So any goals that you have, especially professional goals or financial goals, those will materialize with this Libra full moon. So it's important to lead from the heart with this fifth house energy, and you will see the results going forward. Now, Mars is the only planet that is making a challenging aspect to this full moon. Mars moved in the sign of Cancer in September 2024 and will leave the sign of Cancer in April 2025. So here with this Mars in your second house, Cancer is your second house, that's where Mars is transiting. So Mars squaring this full moon with the second house and fifth house energies, this may have brought challenges over the last 6 months in terms of balancing your financial security and pursuing your passions, pursuing what you want, what your heart desires. Now with this full moon, that is coming to an understanding as well, a revelation, realization, or kind of a culmination so that you can move forward. So definitely growth is possible with this second house, 10th house and 5th house energy, which is all about your money, your ambition, your professional goals, and what's in your heart. So all this is coming to an understanding which will help you move forward, Geminis. Thank you. Hello Cancer, welcome to your Libra full moon reading. Now Cancer, the Libra full moon occurs on the 12th of April in your 4th house. That's where your Libra sign sits. And the sun will be in the sign of Aries, which is your 10th house. So your 10th house and 4th house axis is illuminated during this full moon. Now Cancer, whatever energy that shifted with the solar eclipse in Libra in October 2024 is coming to a culmination with this full moon in Libra. So whatever shift around that time or over the last 6 months is coming to a realization or revelation. And this is all around your fourth house matter. Now, fourth house is the house of your home, your family matters, your upbringing, your ancestry, your traditions, family traditions and all that. Also your emotional foundation, your inner child, all that. So all that is coming to a kind of a realization. Your home life, your family values, all that is becoming clearer around this time. Now, Cancer, you are a fellow cardinal sign. Libra is a cardinal sign. You're a cardinal sign. That's why your angles are activated with this full moon. So the energy will be significantly felt with the angles being activated. So around your home life, your sense of security, your sense of stability, your address, where you live, whom you live with, all that is coming to an awareness. Now, Venus is direct during this time, in direct motion. Last 6 weeks, Venus was moving in a retrograde motion, but it's direct during the full moon, and it's in your ninth house. So your belief systems has shifted as well during this time, and you're coming to an awareness what makes you feel secure and grounded, Cancer. Now, the only planet that's making a challenging aspect to this full moon is Mars. And Mars is in your sign, in your first house. Now, Mars has been in your sign, has been transiting through your sign since September 2024 because of its retrograde motion. It's an unusually longer transit. But in April 2025, it will exit your sign. Now, with Mars squaring the full moon with the first house and fourth house energy, there may have been some challenges or tension around your sense of self, your identity, and your family values, Cancer. So there may have been challenges expressing your authenticity. There may have been conflict around your sense of self, anxiety or need for independence. And, kind of breaking away from your home situation, wherever you live or whom you live with, or to solidify your sense of, grounding as well, where you live or your family situation, to improve that and be more authentic with your sense of self and your family matters, Cancer. Thank you. Hello, Leos. Welcome to your Libra full moon reading. Now, Leos, the Libra full moon on the 12th of April occurs in your third house. That's where your Libra sign sits. And Sun will be in the sign of Aries in your ninth house. So your ninth and third house axis is illuminated with special emphasis on the third house. Now, Leos, this Libra full moon brings to a culmination whatever shifted in October 2024 with the solar eclipse in the sign of Libra. So the energies of last 6 months is coming to an understanding, or it's becoming clearer to you. Now, Libra is an air sign and you're a fire sign, so the energy is sextile. So it is harmonious for you. So whatever becomes clear around this time will help you grow and will help you, improve yourself. Now, third house is the house of your communication, your thinking, how you connect with people, how you share ideas and all that, your communication style, your environment, your relatives and all that as well. So here with this full moon, something will come to an understanding, or how you communicate on day-to-day basis will become a little bit clearer. And whatever this understanding is, whatever this clarity is that comes through, is going to help you communicate better going forward, Leos. Now, Venus is in direct motion during this full moon. Now, last 6 weeks, Venus was moving in a retrograde motion, but it is direct now. So in your 8th house, this is really good because 8th house is the house of transformation. It's the house of your hidden emotions, hidden self, your deeper connections and all that, shared resources, other people's resources and all that. So you will feel supported with this Venus in 8th house, full moon in the 3rd house. So you will feel supported emotionally as well, where other people are concerned, how you communicate. You will attract better connections, attract money as well, finances and all that. So this is a good energy. So anything that is revealed or realized during this time will help you, express better with this 3rd house energy. Your communication will be clearer. Any conflicts in the past will be ironed out going forward due to these revelations. Now, the only planet that's making a challenging aspect to this full moon is Mars, and Mars is in the sign of Cancer in your 12th house. So with this 12th house and third house squaring energy, there may have been challenges or limits around your communication. Now, Mars moved in the sign of Cancer in September 2024. So last 6 months, the energy of Mars was felt in your 12th house, which is a house of, subconscious self. It's a house of isolation. So you may have felt isolated due to communication challenges as well. Now in April, it's going to shift. Mars will be out of the sign of Cancer. So any challenges that you experience can be used now as opportunity for growth, to communicate better in order to bring that growth. Once Mars is in your sign, in the sign of Leo, in the month of April, this is really going to help you express better and also build a stronger sense of identity going forward, Leos. Thank you. Hello, Virgos. Welcome to your Libra full moon reading. Now, Virgos, the Libra full moon occurs on the 12th of April in your second house. Now, second house is a house of your finances. It's a house of your income, your possessions, your assets, also your sense of self-worth, your worthiness, your values and all that. Now, Virgos, the Libra full moon is about culmination. So something around your second house matter will come to an understanding or clarity, your sense of security and all that. Something around that will come to a realization or a culmination as well. Now, the Libra new moon or solar eclipse in Libra that occurred in October 2024, and whatever shifted around that time is coming to a culmination. So if you were feeling a bit financially insecure, Virgos, or were not able to balance your resources with the goals that you had basically in life, this Libra full moon is going to help you understand that, and you may come up with a solution as well going forward. So this will help you feel more secure going forward due to these revelations and realization, and also your sense of self, your worthiness, how you feel about yourself will improve due to these understandings. Now, last 6 weeks, Venus has been moving in a retrograde motion, but it will be direct during this full moon and going forward. So Venus is in your 7th house. Now, connecting with others, may have felt challenging in the last 6 weeks, but all that is changing going forward with this Libra full moon. So you will attract more people, more money, more emotional support going forward. Now, Virgos, the only planet that's making a challenging aspect to this Libra full moon is Mars. Mars is squaring this full moon. Now, Mars is in the sign of Cancer in your 11th house, and it moved in the sign of Cancer in September 2024. So last 6 months, it has been moving through your 11th house. Now, it's an unusually longer transit because of its retrograde motion, but in April, it will be out of your 11th house. So any challenges or conflict around your social situation, friend circle and all that will be ironed out going forward with this Libra full moon. So with the Mars squaring the full moon, 11th house energy being squared by the second house energy, any potential challenges or conflict that you may have experienced over the last 6 months in terms of managing resources and achieving goals or your future aspirations and all that, this will help you understand it better and find solutions going forward, Virgos. Thank you. Hello, Libras. Welcome to your full moon reading. Now, Libras, the full moon occurs in your sign in your 1st house. So you're at the forefront of this Libra full moon. Now, in the month of October 2024, there was a solar eclipse in your sign. So whatever shifted around that time, around your sense of self, your identity, your personal life goals, your life direction is coming to a culmination with this Libra full moon. So first house energy is about yourself, your personality, your identity, how you see yourself, how you project yourself and all that. So here there's a sense of ending to a sense of self or an identity or a life path. Or if there was any confusion around that, this full moon will bring clarity or will reveal something, or will bring something to a realization or understanding that will help you, bring these massive life changes going forward. Now, Libras, the lunar nodes were moving through your sign the last couple of years. And with the recently concluded Aries solar eclipse, your sense of self is evolving or has evolved, Libras. An old version of yourself has shifted. So there's massive life changes for you, Libras. Now, you see a different side to yourself, most definitely, going forward. Your capabilities, qualities, skills, vision, all that is being renewed, or you are understanding it better. And you're also releasing any outdated way of thinking about yourself, foremost, Libras. So definitely this Libra full moon is kind of like a life reset for you. So something definitely will become clear about you to yourself, or has already become clear to you about yourself. And this will help you move forward in terms of your path where you want to go. Now, Libras, Venus is in direct motion during this Libra full moon. Last 6 weeks, Venus was in a retrograde motion. This direct motion is quite crucial for you. Now, it is in your 6th house. So there will be more positive outcome where your daily life, your work and health situation is concerned going forward. So this can be a pleasant experience. If you want to change any work habit, you want to change job, or you want to improve your health, this Venus will help you move all that forward. It's a kind of it gives a sense of renewal as it goes forward. Now, the only planet making a challenging aspect to this Libra full moon is Mars, and Mars is in the sign of Cancer, which is your 10th house. Now, 10th house is the house of your ambition. It's the house of your reputation, how others see you. So here with this squaring aspect with your 10th house and 1st house, which is about your ambition and your sense of self, there may have been some challenges in the last 6 months, especially when Mars moved in the sign of Cancer in September 2024, around your reputation, around your public image, how others see you, and also your ambition, your professional goals, your professional matters and all that. There may have been challenges or some sort of conflict around that, or there may have been a need to be authentic and be independent around that. So those challenges can be used as opportunities going forward now. And any conflict with your professional goals and your personal values and needs will be ironed out with this Libra full moon. Thank you, Libras. Hello, Scorpios. Welcome to your Libra full moon reading. Now, Scorpios, the Libra full moon occurs on the 12th of April in your 12th house. Now, Sun is in the sign of Aries, which is your 6th house. So your 12th and 6th house matters will be coming to some sort of understanding, conclusion, revelation, realization, or some sort of clarity. Now, Scorpios, the last 6 months, especially with the solar eclipse in Libra in October 2024, so whatever's shifted around that time is coming to an understanding with this Libra full moon, is coming to a culmination with this Libra full moon. So 12th house is the house of your unconscious self, your subconscious self, your past patterns, your inner world, hidden patterns, fears, motivations, needs, and all that. That is more on a subconscious level. So something around that will come to an understanding. You will have a better idea of what you want on a deeper level, Scorpios. So if you have any limiting beliefs about yourself, those can be released during this time. Also, any past patterns, past traumas, fear, anything that's holding you back or that has been holding you back can be released during this time with this Libra full moon. Now, Venus is going to be in your 5th house. Now, Venus was moving retrograde for the last 6 weeks, but just after the Libra full moon, Venus will turn direct. So this is good news for you, because with this 5th house energy and Venus being there, this can lead to heart chakra activation. So this is really good. Venus in the 5th house can help you go after your passions, your heart's desire, what you want, what you truly desire on heart level, Scorpios. Now, 5th house is also the house of children. It's a house of creative projects, self-expression, investments, and all that. So all that is definitely possible as well with this Venus going direct. Now, Scorpios, The only planet that's making a challenging aspect to this full moon is Mars, and Mars is moving through the sign of Cancer since September 2024. Now, Mars will be in your ninth house. So, ninth house energy is going through sort of challenges, or there can be lots of anxiety or a lot of action as well around ninth house matter. Now, ninth house is obviously the house of exploration and expansion. It's the house of traveling, higher learning, and all that. So, with the square aspect to the full moon, with the ninth house and 12th house energies, any challenges that you may have experienced over the last 6 months is kind of coming to, or there's an opportunity to kind of find a balance between your need or desire for expansion, exploration, and the need to withdraw and detach, which is 12th house energy. So as you release any subconscious fear or any limiting beliefs about yourself, this full moon will help you explore more, connect with your inner world, connect with what is true, what truly makes you happy, what is truly in your heart. And this Libra full moon will help you release anything that is holding you back, Scorpios. Thank you. Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your Libra full moon reading. Now, Sagittarius, the Libra full moon occurs on the 12th of April in your 11th house. Sun will be in the sign of Aries, which will be your 5th house. So, 5th house and 11th house axis is illuminated during this full moon. Now, full moon is a time of culmination, realization, revelations, endings, and all that. So, something around the 11th house matter will come to a realization or understanding during this time. Now, the Libra solar eclipse that occurred in October 2024 and whatever shifted around that time is coming to an ending with this Libra full moon in April. So whatever shifted during that time in October 24 is coming to a culmination around your 11th house matter. Now, 11th house is the house of social circle, your community, your long-term aspirations, your goals, and all that. So with this full moon, you're going to gain clarity around what's going on with your social circle, your community, your aspirations, your hopes and wishes, and all that. Things will become clearer. Now, 11th house is the house of gains from business, profession, or through collaborations or community. So these are highlighted during this time. So 11th house energy. So you may be connecting with like-minded people, or you may be exiting any relationship, community-based relationship or community-based situation during this time. Now, Venus will be turning direct just after the full moon. Now, Venus was moving in a retrograde motion last 6 weeks, so that will change and it's in your 4th house. So that's really good, pleasant experience around your home and family matters. So this is really going to help you, elevate you emotionally, Sagittarius. Now, the only planet that's making a challenging aspect with this full moon is Mars. And Mars is in the sign of Cancer since September 2024. It is an unusually long transit because of the retrograde motion, but it is in your 8th house in the sign of Cancer, making a square aspect with the full moon in 11th house. So this means you may have faced challenges in integrating your shared values and beliefs with your goals and aspirations. Now, 8th house is the house of deep connections, intimate connections, other people's values, other people's resources as well. So any anxiety around your financial situation, around your resources, you may have found it difficult to integrate those or find a balance with your own goals and aspiration, what you want to achieve going forward. So there may have been conflict between your need for independence and desire for affiliation, Sagittarius. So definitely with this 11th house full moon, something around your social circle, your aspirations, goals, and all that is coming to a realization. Something is revealed, something is clear that will help you understand where you're heading going forward, Sagittarius. Thank you. Hello, Capricorns. Welcome to your Libra full moon reading. Now, Capricorn, the Libra full moon occurs on the 12th of April in your 10th house. and the sun will be in the sign of Aries, which is your fourth house. So fourth and 10th house axis is illuminated during the Libra full moon. Now, whatever shifted in October 2024 with the solar eclipse in Libra is coming to a culmination with this Aries, with this Libra full moon in April. So whatever shifted around that time is coming to a realization, revelation, ending, or just understanding and clarity. And this is all happening in your 10th house. Now, 10th house is a house of your work, your career, your reputation, your professional goals, your business, and all that. So this full moon will bring awareness around your professional matters, and this can lead to a positive shift as a result of this understanding, this clarity. Now, this can definitely, bring positive changes if you use the energy positively and is more aware, create more awareness within yourself and what you want going forward in your professional matters, Capricorn. So definitely this full moon is going to make things clearer around your ambition, around where you want to go, what your professional goals are. If your past goals are not serving you anymore, this is the time to look at them as well and make adjustments in order to bring growth professionally, Capricorn. Now, Venus will turn direct soon after the full moon, and it will be direct in your third house. Now, last 6 weeks, Venus was moving in a retrograde motion, but it will be direct after the full moon. So in third house, which is a house of communication and connection, this can help you communicate more pleasantly, and that can help you achieve your goals, professional goals and all that. So with this third house energy and 10th house energy of communication and your ambition and all that, this can definitely help you shift your professional matters if you feel stuck, Capricorn. Now, the only planet that's making a challenging aspect to this full moon is Mars, and Mars is in Cancer, in the sign of Cancer, since September 2024. Now, it is an unusually longer transit in the same sign because of its retrograde motion, but in April, it will move out of the sign of Cancer. Now, Cancer is your 7th house. It's the opposite sign to you, Capricorn. So here, there may have been tension in balancing how you interact with others, your relationship and all that, and balancing it with your ambition, your professional goals, your career matters and all that. So this full moon will give some sort of clarity around where you're heading, what you want, and to make changes in order to bring these growth and improvements in your professional matters, your public image, your reputation, your goals, and all that, Capricorn. Thank you. Hello Aquarius, welcome to your Libra full moon reading. Now Aquarius, the Libra full moon occurs on the 12th of April in your 9th house. That's where your Libra sign sits. And Sun will be in the sign of Aries in your 3rd house. So your 9th and 3rd house axis is illuminated during this Libra full moon. Now Aquarius, in the month of October 2024, there was a solar eclipse in the sign of Libra, a new moon solar eclipse. So whatever shifted around that time is coming to a conclusion with this April full moon. So something will come to an understanding, realization or revelation. Something will be clear around your 9th house matter, which is your belief system. Now, you are a fellow air sign, so you're kind of better off with this Libra full moon. You can use the energy here positively. Now, 9th house is also the house of higher learning, traveling, exploration, both physical and mental exploration. So this is a great time to engage in all that, Aquarius. Something around your beliefs and values becomes very concrete, very, real, because of this clarity that you gain with this full moon. So definitely this can have a positive effect on you. Now, Venus will be turning direct soon after the full moon in your 2nd house. So that will bring kind of a positive energy to your finances as well. Now, last 6 weeks, Venus was in a retrograde motion, but it will be direct soon after full moon. So this brings a renewed energy to your belief system, to your finances, to your financial security, material security, and all that. Now, Mars makes a square aspect to this full moon, and Mars is in the sign of Cancer since September 2024. It will exit the sign of Cancer in April, but during this full moon, it's still in the sign of Cancer, making a square aspect to the full moon. Now, Cancer is your 6th house, so your work and health matters has been kind of going through changes as well over the last 6 months. So with this square aspect, there may have been some challenges in terms of balancing your practical everyday needs, which is the sixth house energy, your habits, work and health matters, with the desire to pursue something unknown or something far away in terms of traveling or higher learning and all that, Aquarius. So with this full moon, something will become clear that will help you or will open you up to new experiences as a result of clarity gained around your belief systems, Aquarius. Thank you. Hello Pisces, welcome to your Libra full moon reading. Now Pisces, the Libra full moon occurs on the 12th of April in your 8th house, and Sun will be in the sign of Aries, which is your second house. So your second house and 8th house axis is illuminated during this time. Now Pisces, in October 2024, there was a solar eclipse, new moon, in the sign of Libra. So whatever shifted around that time is coming to a culmination and end during this full moon, during this April full moon. Now, 8th house is the house of other people's resources, other people's values. It's a house of transformation. So here you probably have gone through a very big transformation. A very big shift has taken place in your life, especially where other people's resources, other people's values, and how you see yourself through it is concerned. So things have shifted and you had to deal with these changes related to your sense of security, your value system, how you see yourself and all that. So this Libra full moon will bring some sort of understanding, clarity, or some ending around these matters that will help you gain understanding regarding your own needs and how you can grow moving forward. Now, Venus will be turning direct soon after the full moon, and it will be moving through your first house. Now, last 6 weeks, Venus was in a retrograde motion, but now it turns direct. So this is great for your sense of self. It's in your first house. So that really brings a desire to, express yourself. And with Venus there, you will have this confidence to express yourself as well, true to yourself, what you desire, your identity, your personality, how you project yourself, what you seek in terms of personal goals going forward. So this is a great time to use this energy. Now, Mars will be making a square aspect to this full moon, and Mars is moving through the sign of Cancer since September 2024. And all this is occurring in your 5th house. Now, 5th house is a house of pleasure. It's a house of creativity, children. It's a house of, risk-taking and all that. So there may have been some sort of recklessness around or impulsivity around 5th house matter. So with this challenging aspect to the full moon during this full moon in April, there may be some sort of conflict or challenges around balancing other people's resources and seeking pleasure and enjoyment in life. So there may be some sort of imbalance around that. But this full moon will give you some clarity and understanding in terms of yourself, where you stand, your value system, how you see yourself going forward, Pisces. Thank you.